Good morning. I'm Eddie Hammontree, and I'm so happy that you're here to be with us. We're in Minden, Louisiana at the Dorchey Historical Museum, and we'd be very happy to give you a tour. So we'll start right here. This is Webster Parish. If you're not from Louisiana, you might not know that we have parishes, not counties. So this is the parish, this is the Dorchey Bayou, and all these photos were taken on that bayou. Here we are in one of our exhibits. The predominant Indian tribe around this area were the Caddos. There were several other tribes, but this was the predominant one. And if you'll move right over here, this will show you the way they lived and how they tattooed and painted themselves. And they didn't live in teepees, they lived in huts. And we're told that these huts were very large because sometimes they included as many as 12 families. So that's a lot of people. These are several artifacts that have been found in the area, except for this one little tiny basket up there, and a lady made that out of pine needles, so that's sort of interesting. The riverboats came up as far as Minden on Bayou Dorchey, and in this area we also have our traveling. One of our members that was one of the first residents, Christopher Chaff, and I had a stagecoach company, and this is his trunk. And this was part of one of the river boats. You can't use it. A long time ago, you could see the smokestack still sticking out of the bayou, but now this is all that they found that's left of it. This represents the cotton era. This is real cotton, and this is one of the last bales that was baled in Minden. And also, one of our local citizens designed a compress that I'm told that the concept is still used today.
Go ahead.
This is a pea hauler, and to tell you the truth, the only way I know that is because it says it right there on the side that that's what it is. So I really don't know exactly how it worked, but it's a pea hauler. This is part of a real house. It was called a dog trot house because there was a hole in the middle, and the kitchen was on one side and the bedrooms were on the other, and apparently I guess a dog could trot through there, so that's why they called it that. If you'd like to come inside, it's a little dark in here, but this is how people live. And this is a rope bed. And we haven't been given a feather bed. We wish we had one, but we don't. But we're thinking and we're told that the reason the Good Night Sleep Tight came to be because of the rope beds. And of course, if you didn't keep it tight, you'd end up on the floor because rope stretches. This tall basket in the corner is a catfish trap. You put it in the water, supposedly made out of oak, and I used to have a lid, but we don't still have the lid, but the fish should swim in. And this is our Civil War and Reconstruction era Civil War uniform, so it's true in design but not age. And this is there weren't any battles here in Webster Parish. There were some down south of us, but none here. They did have an encampment. This is how people lived in the historic residential district, which is right near downtown Minden. And of course, a lot of them had the big, beautiful houses. This tells us about 1933, which was a very bad year in Minden. There was a fire that killed more than 100 people. It even made the New York Times. There was a tornado. One of the downtown buildings burned down because somebody started a fire in the wastebasket. This is our meeting room. We do have tables that we put up when they need that sort of set up. And this is our military tribute. And these uniforms and everything in this building were donated. And we have an astronaut who went to school, elementary school in Minden. He wasn't born here, and he doesn't live here now, but Alan Bean went to elementary school here. We have a test pilot that came from Minden. These are some of the old buildings that were in Minden. The one that looks like a castle was the jail. A few of them are still here, but most of them aren't here anymore. And we would love to give you a tour. If you'd like to come visit us, it's a free tour. And we're located at 116 Pearl Street in Minden, Louisiana.